The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our big steel cage match.
And I know both of these superstars are supremely tough, but you'd have to assume they're experiencing some butterflies here as we wait for the opening bell.
Here comes the world's largest athlete. Strutting to the ring. Look at the size of him.
Pyscho more agile than we've seen him in years, and more dominant than he's been in years.
A confident look on the face of the Big Show.
You're looking at a man right now that owns the ring.
Best shape of his career right there. I heard that Big Show may be an experimental vegan.
from Australia,
I hear good things about that.
weighing in at 218 pounds, Jake Edwards. Introducing the champion, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 385 pounds. He is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, the Big Show.
Stay right.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. What a strike, right on the mark.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Big Show is on a mission to prove that he can still be dominant, saying, quote, "This match is important to me for redemption, for validation, to put a reminder out there of who and what I am and what I've done for the industry." The champion into the cover.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Nice kick out there. Bringing up that mission Big Show has put himself on, Michael, reminds me of how overlooked Big Show can really be. But I always find it dangerous to ever overlook a 7-foot-tall, 383-pound man.
Well, you'd have to be a complete idiot to overlook the Big Show. I mean, this behemoth walks into any room, any arena, any ring, and commands respect.
It'd be ill-advised of you to give him anything less.
Sunset flip!
And there's the reversal from Big Show.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match.
Looking to lock it in here. Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, this meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage.
The end may...
Oh, my goodness, this hurts. Oh!
He's in control now.
The anatomy isn't supposed to bend that way, Cole. According to historians, the twisted metal that we... You guys take requests. We're tuning up the band.
For more mind games. He's back in control here.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s. Many people see
This will go down as one of his hardest fought battles in WWE.
Surprise and amaze.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well.
Here is your winner and the new ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Jake Edwards.
Wow, now that's a commanding win.
Now that's having a game plan and executing it to perfection.
Folks, we just saw one of the most exciting matches you'll see anywhere.